Chapter 11: Nature's Treasures. Natural resources are substances found in nature that are useful to humans. For example, air, water, forest, sunlight, soil, rocks, and fossil fuels. Air. All living beings need air to breathe and cannot survive without it. The air we breathe in contains oxygen, which is essential for our body to function properly. Air is present all around us. It contains various gases such as nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, argon, and small amounts of water vapor and other gases. Moving air is called wind. When air moves gently, it is called a breeze. However, strong wind that cause destruction are called storms. Wind may use the energy of moving air to generate power and pump water from wells. Windmill farms are large areas that have many windmills which use wind energy to generate electricity. These are located in places where there is a lot of wind, such as on hilltops or near the coast. Some of the most notable windmill farms in our country are Brahmanwell Wind Farm, Maharashtra; Jaisalmer Wind Park, Rajasthan; and Muppandal Wind Farm, Tamil Nadu. Water. All animals, humans and plants need water to survive, as life is not possible without water. Besides drinking, water is needed for cooking, bathing, cleaning, washing, and for industrial and agricultural processes. About 2/3 of the Earth's surface is covered with water, with seas and oceans being the primary sources. However, the water in seas and oceans is salty or saline, making it unsuitable for consumption. Thus, we need fresh water for our daily activities. Rain is the primary source of fresh water. Fresh water is found in two sources. Surface water is the source of fresh water found on the Earth's surface, such as in rivers, lakes, snow, and ice sheets. Groundwater stored beneath the Earth's surface. Only a small fraction is available as fresh water, making it a precious and limited resource. Thus, we must use it carefully and conserve it for future generations. Conservation of water. In some areas, people walk long distances every day just to collect drinking water. Not everyone has the same access to water. Thus, it is important to conserve water and prevent it from being polluted. We can take simple steps to conserve water, such as turning off the tap while brushing teeth or washing clothes only with full loads. An effective way to conserve water is rainwater harvesting, the process that involves collecting and storing rainwater in large quantities for future use. Step wells are specially designed structures that collect the water seeping in from the surrounding lakes, ponds, and rivers. The walls of step wells are lined with stone blocks through which water seeps and accumulates in trenches. Energy from the sun. Sunlight provides the heat needed for drying chilies, spices, or clothes. Some other ways in which the sun's heat is useful are solar cookers. They use the sun's energy to cook food without electricity or fuel like gas, making them clean and eco-friendly. Solar water heaters capture the sun's energy to heat water, saving electricity and reducing the need for gas or electric water heaters. Solar panels generate electricity to power homes, schools, offices, and street lights by capturing sunlight. Sun is the main source of energy on Earth. Green plants use the sun's energy to make their own food through a process called photosynthesis. They absorb sunlight through the leaves and then use it to convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose, which is used as food. Oxygen is also released into the air during photosynthesis. All animals and humans depend on plants, either directly or indirectly, for food. We consume fruits, vegetables, and grains that come from plants, and we also eat animals that feed on plants. Also, the oxygen released by plants is needed by animals and humans for respiration. Without the sun, plants could not survive, and without plants, animals and humans would have no food. Thus, the entire energy cycle on the Earth depends on the sun. Forests. A forest is a large area of land covered with trees, making up about 1/3 of the Earth's land. They are home to many animals and plants. We depend on forests for food, wood, honey, medicines, timber, paper, dyes, and other necessities. People collect firewood from the forest for cooking and gather small plants and grasses to feed their animals. Cutting off too many trees causes a decline in forest cover. It takes many years to restore damaged forests or grow new ones. Van Mahotsav is an annual, week-long tree planting festival celebrated across India in the month of July. The aim is to increase green cover and promote environmental sustainability. Soil, rocks and minerals. Soil is home to many worms, insects and rodents. The main components of soil are mineral particles and organic matter. Mineral particles are the tiny pieces of rock that form soil. There are three types of soil: sand, silt and clay. Soil contains organic matter called humus, the decomposed remains of plants and animals that provide essential nutrients to plants and improves soil structure. Soil also contains water which helps dissolve nutrients, making them available to plants. Soil has air in the spaces between soil particles, which is important for the respiration of plant roots. The first step in soil formation is weathering, where rocks break down into smaller particles due to the action of wind, water and temperature changes. For example, in cold weather, water freezes in cracks in rocks and then thaws, causing the rocks to break apart. Wind wears down rocks, breaking them into smaller pieces that become the mineral component of the soil. Plants grow on the rocks, and when they die, their remains decay and add organic matter to the soil. This process of weathering and adding organic matter gradually leads to the formation of soil. Soil formation takes thousands of years. Thus, we need to conserve and use rocks wisely. Rocks are solid, naturally occurring substances made up of minerals. They form the Earth's crust and are used in making houses, buildings, temples, highways, and dams. Fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are natural fuels formed from the buried remains of plants and animals deep beneath the Earth's surface. Three main types of fossil fuels are coal, petroleum, and natural gas. Coal is formed from the remains of ancient plants that were compressed and heated over millions of years. Coal is used for electricity generation and industrial processes. Petroleum is formed from the remains of marine microorganisms and plants. It is extracted from underground reservoirs by drilling through layers of rocks. The extracted petroleum is refined into different products such as petrol, diesel, kerosene, etc. Natural gas is primarily composed of methane. Natural gas is formed from the remains of tiny marine organisms. It is used for cooking and electricity generation. In recent years, it has also become a popular cleaner alternative fuel for vehicles in the form of compressed natural gas or CNG, which is less polluting than petrol or diesel. Fossil fuels are limited and take millions of years to form. Thus, we need to use them more carefully and wisely. Few ways to conserve fossil fuels are: use a bicycle for short trips, carpool or use public transport, switch off lights and electrical appliances when not in use. Types of natural resources. Renewable resources. These are available in unlimited quantities and can be renewed, replenished or restored by natural processes. For example, air, water and forests. Known renewable resources. These resources are limited and cannot be replenished quickly. For example, fossil fuels. We use natural resources to make things that make our lives easier, such as electric bulbs, furniture, solar panels, and bicycles. Such resources made by humans are called human-made resources. Uses of natural resources. Water is used for drinking, cooking food, washing clothes, and many other daily activities. Fuels are used for cooking and powering vehicles. Metals and minerals are crucial in the production of automobiles and electronics, supporting our comfort and convenience.